We're going to talk about having a range bag, which means having all your equipment with you. There's nothing worse than getting out to the range and realize you forgot a key component when you get there, having to go back home to get it before you can begin practicing or competing. Starting off to the right, we have paint. There's 3 color paints you need for Scholastic Action Shooting Program. Red for the post on the stop plate, white for the impact plates, and black for the uprights on all the other ones. This is a case of you get what you pay for. You're better off spending quality, getting a good quality paint like Rust-Oleum, Krylon. The 99-cent can paint doesn't really do what you want it to do. So again, quality goes a long ways. 2 of the most important items to have are eye and ear protection. Anybody on the bay is required to have it, not just the competitors and the coach, but anybody in the impact zone needs to have protective eyewear, which needs to be polycarbonate lenses to a certain standard. Also being wraparound. If you have normal type sunglasses, they're not protecting the side of your eye, so you really need to have specific shooting glasses. As far as ear protection goes, you can have either electronics or non-electronics. The advantage of electronic ear muff is you can hear the range commands and also hear the impact on the steel plates. My favorite are Pro Ears. They're high quality ear protection and they work really well. Next to that, I have an Otis cleaning kit. Again, you need to maintain your gun. If you're on the range all day, be able to clean it, lubricate it. A small Otis kit will fit in a range bag and you're always going to have it with you. The timer I use is a PAC club timer. Very inexpensive, around $120. Easy to read, easy to use. You can monitor your splits, how fast you're going from one target to another, and the total time. So real key component, because the targets indicate your accuracy, the timer indicates your speed. To my left, in the range bag, you notice I have a gun rug with an arrow on it. That indicates the pointing direction of the muzzle. You always want to keep the muzzle pointed down range. By indicating the gun rug like that, you're always going to be safe when you take your firearm out of the bag. In the middle, some other items that people don't typically think of, and that would be sunscreen, bug spray, de-leading wipes. It's really important to de-lead your hands after being on the firing line before you eat or drink any items. I recommend also putting some extra eye pro and ear pro in your gear bag in case somebody shows up to watch what you're doing. Foam plugs are a great way to go, inexpensive glasses. The other item I feel is really important is a brimmed hat with the brim facing forward. The reason being empty brass, hot brass is coming out of the gun. Again, a brimmed hat facing forward I recommend. Other items to compete and practice, you need a minimum of 5 magazines on the table. I usually go with 6 or 7. The reason being if I ever had a malfunction, I want a fully loaded mag to be able to get the gun up and going. Dump bag is also a good item as you deplete your magazines. You don't want to put that empty magazine back on the table in front of you. You want to get it off the table either in your pocket or a dump pouch. That way you're not picking up a half-empty magazine and put it in the gun by mistake. All great items to have in your gear bag. For .22 rifle and .22 pistol, chamber flags are required. Many manufacturers recommend not dropping the firing pin or the striker on an empty chamber in a .22, being a rim fire. There's 2 types. You can either go one made specifically for the pistol, like this one from Taxol, or you can actually make it out of weed whacker material like this. For the .22 pistol, it needs to go all the way through the barrel and come out the muzzle and the chamber both. So again, if you got a range bag with all your equipment in it, you're not going to have to worry about forgetting something. When I get home after a day at the range, I restock it. If I'm out of something, I make sure I have it ready to go for next time I grab it. Many of the manufacturers offer discounts on the products you're going to need to compete and practice. The best way to find out about it is to go to our website.